Teresa gal, Teresa gal, Teresa gal, Teresa gal, what make you brazen so? All day yesterday, Teresa trending on my timeline. This and other stories coming up. Stay tuned.
Hey, something ever surprise you like when you see your gala? What?
Greetings and welcome to my favorite show, What's Trending. Before we get started, let's do some regular housekeeping. Like this video, comment, watch Skunt Hey, and if you're new to this channel, please press that red and white subscribe button and turn on post notifications so you can get updates when we post new videos. Good, so let's start with the news that you wouldn't find on TV. Poor Teresa. So a woman records a video as she walks through the hallway of a popular short-time hotel and enters a room and finds her man driving a Lolo up to a friend named Teresa. Teresa appears bored out of her mind with the Lolo as she holds her head, not yet realizing that someone just entered the room. The director of the film says, "How it feel?" Then Chato pulls out his lolly in shock and holler, "How you reaching?" The film director proceeds to rebuke Teresa. That is when Teresa pulls out a big cloth bag and slips it up her leg.
It's a panty, Mudwata.
Wait, that was a panty? My bad, I stand corrected. Anyways, long story short, the video got leaked on the internet and Guyanese went crazy with the memes. I can't play the video here for obvious reasons, so join the Underworld group chat if you want to stay up to date with things of these nature. Apart from that, how old is Teresa? Anyways, the story didn't stop there. The film director issued a long drawn-out apology that even included some alligator tears, claiming that the man is a good man and how she's sorry and prepared to pay for her sins. I personally thought it was disingenuous, but that's just me. There is scope for her to be charged and brought before the courts under the Cybercrimes Act. All Teresa would need to do is file a police report, since the only crime committed is the one by the film director. Because there's nothing in the law that states that you can't borrow loli. Teresa, if you're listening, hoots! Moving on, Caribbean Airlines trending and for no good reason. Malicious persons are spreading an old video of an ABC News report advising Americans to avoid Caribbean Airlines due to a terror threat in Guyana. The video is about 6 years old and stemmed from an advisory issued by the US Embassy in Georgetown regarding a specific but unconfirmed threat at the time. The alert expired 3 days after it was issued. Now that all that skunt is out of the way, let's talk about some irony. Remember when the government lost the vote of confidence in Parliament? They conceded, then decided to battle the outcome in court after a certain maths man said 33 is not greater than 32 in the context of a no confidence motion. That led to a year of litigation which delayed progress in our country. Guess who is now saying Guyana wasted a year? The flapping maths man. Here's Skunt Hey.
I know it's controversial, but I'm going to say it. We have lost the last year in this country by not passing a single act of parliament or a single regulation to address and support the most economic asset we have, which will be providing for us in the next 30 years. Not a single piece of legislation passed on oil and gas. We have no petroleum commission. We have no regulations that govern how how the oil is exploited, what has to be done, what regime has to operate, and we have started to produce oil. We're celebrating that fact, and we have no laws in place. And then we ask ourselves, how did we end up there? Whose fault is it? Oh, somebody brought a no confidence vote. Oh, somebody else decided they're not going to parliament. And we fight like little children as the ball or whatever we're fighting over is rolling away from us. We spent an entire year failing to prepare for the most important asset that is going to provide for us for the next 30 years.
Mr. Hughes was speaking at a symposium organized by the Youth Oil and Gas Association at the Theatre Guild in Georgetown. His frustration, he said, was over the magnitude of the oil finds offshore Guyana and what it signifies without the necessary laws.
What has been discovered in Guyana is larger than the collective of all the political class, all the resident businessmen, lawyers, doctors, engineers. It is more than we ourselves can actually handle. And unless, like the alcoholic, we admit that we have messed up and failed to address, even across the board, even across our differences, the one thing that is actually going to provide a future for all of us, then we have a difficulty with our approach, and therefore we have to change the way we think. We have to change those aspects of our culture that are not productive.
Support this channel by joining or checking out my merch shop with the link in the description. My name is Mudwata. Boom out!
Hold up.